Welcome to Life Esteem, a program committed to deliver information that's important to you and your community. Your hosts are Nathaniel and Patricia Gadsden.
Hello and welcome to Life Esteem. Always great to have you as a viewer. Hey, today we're going to talk to Karen Overly Smith. She's the Vice President of Labor Relations at the United Way of the Capital Region, but she's also AFL-CIO Community Service Liaison.
Okay.
How you doing, Karen?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me, Pat and Nathan.
You're doing a lot of great work, excuse my voice, at the United Way. And one of the things you do, of course, is work with the Youth Build program and the mentorship that goes on there. Tell us about that.
Okay, thank you. Labor and the United Way have had a partnership for the last 46 years. And in part of this partnership, Labor works with the community to create awareness of the United Way services. We work with individuals to provide resources so that they can support working families. And the Youth Build is one of those projects that I'm working on currently. I'm on the steering committee with the YWCA. They're the sponsor for the Youth Build, and the program's involved with, it's a workforce development, and young adults 18 to 24 years old can apply, and they get work skills, construction skills on the job, and they can work towards their GED.
Yeah. You know, Pat and I were blessed enough to have an opportunity to present to the young people. I think it was around Martin Luther King Day or
yeah, it was somewhere around that time.
Yeah,
Black History Month or something.
Black History Month, yeah, we had a great time talking to them. And we noticed that the class, while it was dynamic, was a little bit smaller than I think anticipated. So one of the reasons why it's really good to have you on is to let the people know that this program exists and that they should take advantage of it.
Yes, it's a 3-year opportunity. We have our first group coming through at this time, and it is smaller, and it's our guinea pig group, I guess you could say, our pilot. They're our pilot group. And there's an opportunity in October for a second group to come through. So the community should stay aware of the application program for that. And there's a stipend. It's a 9-month training program, and the students are aiming towards their GED, and they're getting building and construction skills. Afterwards, the goal is that they get immediate employment or walk into an apprenticeship program or continue their education.
Good.
Okay, one of the things you indicated, the qualifications in regard to, well, exists of getting a GED. So if you have a high school diploma, you're not eligible for this program?
You can still be in it if you have a high school diploma.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. And the partners on the steering committee include the YWCA, of course, the United Way of the Capital Region, Merrill Lynch, and the Central Pennsylvania Building and Trades Council.
And you mentioned construction and trades, but young men and young women are qualified for this program.
Yes, we have men and women in the program.
Very good. And where's this program housed? Where are the classes held?
The classes are held for the construction training at Harrisburg Area Community College. They're also a partner. And we also have our GED classes over at the SEED office on Dairy Street.
And the Harrisburg office, HAC office is on
3rd Street.
Raleigh, 3rd and Raleigh. Yes. Okay.
You said right now this is your pilot group, and you're looking, but you can have how many young people can be a part of the program?
In the fall, we'll be looking to take applications so we can have a class of 25.
25.
So everybody's encouraged to apply. If you know a family and friends that need employment and training, we encourage them to apply.
Okay. But the cutoff age is 24. Right?
Yes.
Okay, real good. Fantastic.
But if they come in at 24, they still have the opportunity to still be a part of it. And
Correct.
they go through that 3-year commitment, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
That's
wonderful,
right. And you said there's a stipend. I want people to hear this now. There is a stipend that's involved as well. And they're getting the GED preparation and getting through that and learning a skill on something they can take out and be either apprentice or get employment.
Yes, and we're developing relationships between the students and the community as well. At this time, we're working on a mentor program. So we have an opportunity for the community to partner up with our students one-on-one. We'll be taking applications in June for people who have skills in listening and encouraging. And if you happen to have a skill in building and trades, that's a plus too. But the primary thing is an adult that would be available 2 hours a week till the students graduate, and then after that, maybe 2 hours a month to continue the relationship.
That's wonderful.
Oh, that is
That's
excellent.
wonderful, yeah.
Now, this I wasn't aware of and didn't realize that this was something under United Way through your labor relations unit. And you said you've been doing this for how many years? You said 25? How many years is this particular
Oh, the
initiative?
relationship with labor, organized labor in the United Way goes back to 1946.
46.
Yes, and I'm AFL-CIO Community Service Liaison through the United Way, and another part of the title is Vice President of Labor Participation. So labor and the United Way work closely together to develop those relationships that benefit working families.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Now, we mentioned Youth Build as one of the projects that you're working on. Tell us about some other things that you
All right.
currently doing. Mhm.
The Harrisburg Central Labor Council and the United Way are partners on a financial literacy training program that's available. This will take place for the community who's invited to attend on June 21st. Sorry,
Okay.
it just slipped my mind there.
That's all right.
June 21st from 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. It will be take place at the United Way of the Capital Region over in Enola, and it's targeted towards personal use financial literacy. It's a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau program. The toolkit's free, and there'll be a light lunch involved with that. So I would encourage community members who might have a recent graduate to partner up and come on over. It's involved with training on setting goals, overcoming debt, reducing debt, if you're planning for retirement, and different topics of that sort.
Wonderful.
Wow,
You say that's the
okay.
21st?
Yes, 21st of June.
Okay, and that's over in Enola at the United Way office, and we're at
Yes.
2235 Millennium Way
Yes.
in Enola, right?
That's
indeed.
right.
Okay, fantastic. And so, and other initiatives as well?
Yes, we'll be promoting the financial literacy class and the Youth Build mentor program at the annual Fatherhood and Family Celebration,
Yes, indeed.
over at the State Museum on June 14th.
Yeah.
And we're proud to be invited and be attending there. I'll be there as the United Way Labor Liaison with my table with my applications, as well as the Teamsters 776. They will have their Grill Master wagon there with free hot dogs and hamburgers for everybody who is attend.
Wow.
If I'm at that wagon too often, just pull me away, okay? Just pull me away. It's going to be a lot of fun. That whole day, as you know, Shannon, I happen to be helping to coordinate that, is June the 14th. At the
Yes.
State Museum, and it runs from 10 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Partnering with the State Museum, we're going to have all kinds of vendors, excuse me, all kinds of activities for children, speakers and panels for adults to talk about fatherhood and family engagement. And the wonderful AFL-CIO, as you said, will be there along with the, the wagons, this and that, the
yeah.
Teamsters. We also have the Imani Edutainers African Dance Troupe, which is one of the best in the country. And they will be there between 5 and 6, free performance, as well as a play called Redemptive Love. And it's a play written by my brother, who is an excellent playwright. And that play is free also to the public from 6 to 8 that evening. But so you can't go wrong on June the 14th, right?
Yes, come on out.
indeed.
You can't beat free. Bring
Can't
the
beat free.
grandchildren and bring the children.
Absolutely.
That's right,
yeah.
absolutely.
Plan to have a lot of activities for children of all ages.
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
And who
so
they are.
you represent labor, and you represent, again, the United Way as labor relations, participation. Tell us about the state of labor today, and just why people need to really pay more attention to being a part of the unions and labor.
The community can be interested in what's happening with the labor and political area because they are beneficiaries of some of the actions that we take. I'm a labor member as well as working at the United Way. I'm in SEIU 668. So we try to lead on working people's issues, and right now it would be pensions and raise the wage PA, raise the minimum wage issues, and we're promoting the June 3rd advocacy event at the Capitol Steps for Raise the Wage Pennsylvania if you want to advocate for those issues. So we believe if you're raising the wage for the working class that we all benefit from that.
Okay, very good.
Has the labor union movement gotten involved with equal pay for women at all in regard to similar work that males would be involved with? Have they gotten involved in that at all?
They've been partnering with that, and that's becoming another issue that they're working on at this time. In the Harrisburg area, I would say in the last 6 months, the largest issues that they've been working on is Raise the Wage PA and also the public pension issue and the right to work issue. And all the labor councils and other labor unions are galvanizing together over those issues on right to work, because when one's affected, we're all affected.
Absolutely.
You know, there has been a big, I don't want to put you on the spot in terms of the whole political stuff, because that's not why you came on, but there was a big, brouhaha years ago and in recent years as well, in terms of, unions and whether or not unions were good or bad and all this kind of stuff. Has union participation in terms of membership actually gone up or decreased in the last 5 to 10 years?
The union participation has decreased in the last few years. It's more difficult to organize. The groups that they're trying to organize now and work with are food lower wage people at like the McDonald's. There's an organizing effort there, and Walmarts and things like that.
Yeah, I saw that in the news where I guess recently they had a lot of, not just McDonald's, I guess just fast food workers.
Correct.
Had a big major
Yeah, they had a
strike
strike
like that.
on May 15th for the fast food workers.
Yeah.
And so when their benefits increase, their families are taken care of, and our goals are to have family-sustaining wages, benefits, and retirement security for all workers.
Yeah. And I hear people say a lot of things that just sound, and I hate to say it this way, it just sounds so ignorant. I'm thinking to myself, they really don't know. But I know that you have been involved in the teaching of sort of like history of the labor movement. There's actually courses that are offered, is that right?
Yes, our office at the United Way, in partnership with the Harrisburg Region Central Labor Council, offers a union community advocate network training. Usually it's each year, and as part of that curriculum we include labor history and activism and what can we do for the community and why it's in our interests and the community's interest to volunteer together to lift all people. Labor has a history of volunteering in the community, and part of my job is to engage and find opportunities where we can volunteer. We work with nonprofits, and then we'll send teams out, like the Labor Day of Caring. We have a Labor Day of Action, and that's in November. So we'll go out and work on different sites, Community Action Commission, and paint, and do different things like that. And we partner with veterans a lot of times.
Okay.
Isn't there a veterans conference or something coming up here shortly, the end of the month or something?
There could be.
Yeah, I just heard about that when you said about veterans and partnering with them. And again, that's a population that truly is overlooked in a lot of instances and not given all that they need. And
they have workplace issues as well when they come back on getting hired.
Yeah.
And so I've been following that as well. So that's a lot of times why labor would be partnering with veterans, because we have similar issues.
Right.
Absolutely.
Isn't it true that most people think when they think of unions that it's all about wages? They're just trying to get more money kind of thing. But isn't it also true that you're really talking about safety issues, workers' rights issues, a lot of other stuff?
That's correct. We work on economic issues as well as workplace safety and family economic stability issues.
Yeah. And that oftentimes gets overlooked, because there was a time, a history in this country when we had young people working in mines and stuff. I mean, all day, all night.
Yes, that's
very
correct.
Unsafe ways.
Child labor,
Yes, indeed.
And we want a voice at the workplace so that you can bring these issues and talk about them, and like workplace safety.
Yeah.
Now, do you find most of union representation and people that participate are part of, is it certain industries at work that tend to have more labor union movement than others?
At this time in Pennsylvania, the largest labor group is the public sector.
The public sector, okay.
Yes, and the steel workers are strong as well.
Okay.
And we have the Pennsylvania Building and Construction Trades Council as well. They would be working on a lot of industrial type applications.
Yeah.
Okay.
I often wonder if we don't get to our younger folks, high school students. They're getting ready to come out of high school. They may go to college. They may go right into the workforce. They oftentimes don't even know about the workforce. They just know they go there, try to get a paycheck, whatever. Do you ever do anything to try to educate younger people about, the issues of the workplace?
Yes, when the